Hello, welcome to Fancy Crafts. Okay, I have mixed up 50 grams of A, 45 grams of B, and just clear. I have my granddaughter, Carter, with me today. Say hi.
Hi.
And she's gonna help me. So I already put the eyeballs in and set them in place. Just got them out of the way. So we have some beads. Can you get me another one this size of the white? Okay, so you are going to place them. Oh, hold on a minute, honey. Stand by. Oh, we got hairs down in there. Okay, so the white ones, did we get it? Are going to go in these little toes right here. So do you want to start putting them in there? Go ahead.
Which?
And so she's going to help me place them in, nope, in this one. The one's closest to his body. And then can you place the rest of these? I'll give them to you in the rest of them. Just make sure that they're, yep. And it doesn't matter what color goes what down. I don't care. It's not gonna matter. And then we have the rest of these. And she's gonna help me do that. Just changing it up. Okay, those can go back in there. Okay, so our next step so the next step, I am just gonna dump down into the frog's head. And we are going to let it set up. And we will come back with the next step. I decided not to do the blue drops in this part of this. I'm just did it the clear just to see what it would do. See if we can see it a little bit better and go from there. Carter, can you get me a baby wipe, please? She's my little assistant. Okay, so there is that. We'll let this set up. And I did not put my silicone spray down in this one either. Actually, I totally forgot about it. But we'll just go ahead and do that. Go from there. And wait on our next step of everything. Then, yeah. So, we'll be back. All right. Catch you in a few. Bye. Okay, here we go. We are gonna use the UV resin, and I'm just gonna do some drops. gonna try something just a little bit different. I have my little assistant Carter helping me. Can you say hi? Okay, let's see. I need, because that one's got a little, there we go. I think I got it. And then once I get this done, Carter, we will gonna try doing some little drops. Okay. And get that part done. Okay, I think we're good with that. Yes, we are. Okay, so now I am just going to dump some resin down in. Okay. Now Carter is going to help me with this next step. Just going to spray it with some alcohol. Let me get my scissors. Okay. All right, Miss Carter. Do you want to, we're going to go ahead and lay this one down in its head. And we are going to lay this one right down in there. And then if you want to hand, because some of these will need to trim up. Okay, so are you wanting this one? Okay, let's trim it, and then you can help put them in. All you gotta do is just lay them down in. There we go. And then, like this one here, you'll want to make sure it goes down. You can go ahead and set it there, and then Grandma will push them down in. Just don't touch the epoxy, okay? Because I don't want your hands getting icky. Oh, you can put it in there. It's okay, Grandma will push it. You just set it down in there and Grandma will push. All right, why don't you set it over? Yep, there we go. Okay, so this one will need some trimming. Let Grandma trim it. Let's see what would be the best way for this one to be seen. Maybe throw it up like that. How's that? Good. Okay. This one maybe can come over here. Oh, let's put it down in. Throw that down in. Let's do a little more yellow. Just drop it, and then Grandma will, there we go, because Grandma's got this thing she can feed down in there. Oh, this is not wanting to work too great. Well, that'll work. You sure you want to, because I don't think that one's going to work. So let's set it aside. Oh, here's another pretty little, let's get this one. Oh, that one is tiny, isn't it? We'll put that one right down and underneath. Look, there's some more yellow. This one, if we can grab it. And I will trim the end of it off. Just set it down there and Grandma will. I think we're just about done, sweetie. I think this one will be, do you want a red one in there? Okay, I think we are just about done with what we have. I think we're getting pretty full.
We don't have much purple.
We don't have much purple. Okay, well, there's a little purple piece. So we got a purple one. Whoops, there's another purple piece. So I think we're good with what we have. I think we are just going to leave it at that. Let this set up. And we will be back for the next step of this. We will see you guys in a while. All right, bye. Okay, I am back. So I mixed up some resin. Yes, it is pretty full. I did 125 grams of A and 115 grams of B, and I am using this resin pigment alcohol ink, and it is purple. That's what I am gonna go with. And I'm just gonna give it a good squeeze, and I will go ahead and mix it real well. And get it mixed because it's still streaking, so and I'm gonna give it another good squirt, and I am getting it all over the place, and we are empty on that. So let me just wipe my station a little bit here so it's not okay. I think it's going to be really good. A good color choice. I picked purple because I am making this for a friend. Yes. Okay, so here we go. We're just going to go ahead and dump it. And I am just poking on the bottom of his chin here so that there's no air bubbles getting in there. And then once this sets up, I'll come in with the last little bit. Okay. Go ahead and wipe my stick off. And we have some air bubbles up in there. Let me go ahead and get this with the alcohol. Whoop. I just don't want it on the outer edge. I'm trying to keep my mold as clean as I can possibly do. Okay, so there we have that. And we do have an air bubble. So I'm gonna just kind of massage that until I can get that bubble out of there. Just like that. That was pretty easy. So there you guys have that. And then we'll just let this set up, and then I will be back to do the next coat. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back for the last end result on this. Okay, so it is ready for that. I'm going to use my white pigment paste, and I'm going to set it there for a minute because I'm going to use my blue violet. I'm not going to use very much of this just at the moment because I want to see how it turns out. Because I don't want it very dark. I know I mixed up more than I needed to for this, but however, I wanted to make sure I had enough this time. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the white or not. I'm kind of undecided. Let's see what this is going to look like with just the purple. I might just go with the purple and not the white. Let me see. Because it's kind of transparent. I will show you guys. Let me just make sure I've got it mixed good. I mean, it's, there you have it. Might go just a little bit more on the purple actually, and I don't think I'm going to use the white like I originally planned. So let me just do that. Yeah, I'm actually liking that better. I thought I'd do a little bit of white with it, just give it a paler purplish look, but no, I don't think I'm going to do that. Let me make sure I get it good and mixed, because certain mica powders do not mix well in the resin, and this appears to be one of those mica powders that does just that. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'll just give it a good mix because it's a cheaper brand. Okay, so here we go. We're just gonna go ahead and make sure we get it down in his little feet. And whatever I don't use, I'll just make into puppy hearts. Whoop. Okay. So let me kind of push them. Oops, and here I am making a mess as usual. Let me get another baby white. And down the side of the frog we go. Okay. That was my heater you heard kicking on and off. Okay, and there you guys have it. There's a little bubble in there. Make sure I get all of those. And there you guys have it. I'll just add a little more to his front little feet. And then, so there you got it. And then we'll let it set up and whoops, we have a little bit of an overflow right here. A little bit too much. Let me back that out of there. Stand by. Very easy fix. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Very easy to do. Trying to get it cleaned up a little bit so there's less clean up at the end of this. Okay, there you guys have it. Very fun, very simple. Easy, easy, easy. All right, you guys, I will be back to demold this and yeah, in just a few hours, and we'll see how well this little froggy turned out. All right. Okay, we are back. It is ready to be pulled out of the mold. Okay. Let me get its little feet started. I've got to pull it away from the camera. Give me just a few minutes because my hands do not work that well. So give me a minute to do this. All right. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to be a little cautious with this one because it looked like it wanted to tear a little. So give me a minute. Oh my. No, no, no. How am I going to do this? Okay, Okay, there we go. We got him. He was just sticking a little. All right. So we did have a little spillage on this foot. Not a big deal, because I can just trim it up some. All right. Wow, that is a prime example why it'd be good on this mold to have the mold release. All right. Let me get his little feet off on the front. Okay, so here we go. Let me pull on his head on the front. Okay, why are we sticking? Okay, there we go. So let me just flip this around, and we've got a couple little spots that I've got to clean up. Not a big deal, and I will fix that up. But here we go. Oh, look at there. Look at there. His eye has a little bit of an eye, a little bubble in it, but you know what? I can fix that. Not a big deal with that. I think he turned out pretty good. Look how pretty. Look at that, Carter. What do you think?
It's pretty.
Do you like this one?
Mm-hmm.
I think we did pretty good on it, don't you?
Yeah.
So, but I'm very happy with it. I think his eyes turned out overall pretty good. So yeah, I'm very pleased with him. So there you guys have that one. He's got a couple little air bubbles down in there, but I'm not worried about it. The bubbles that we tried putting in there with this, you can't see them in there. I was kind of hoping, but you know what? That's okay. We still got the flower effect, because I was just trying something a little bit different. But that's okay. I'm still very pleased with it. I love how the purple turned out. His little feet. I'm very pleased with them. So, yep. Other than his little eye having this little bubble over here, I think he turned out pretty good and amazing. So, yeah. But there you guys have it. Pretty exciting. Okay. There is another frog done. You guys have a great night. We'll catch you later. Bye.